good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we are back with another discussion video. This time around, we're going to be talking about Destiny 2. The whole reason for me wanting to talk about this in the first place is mainly someone asked me in my chat what I thought about Destiny 2 right now. And I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest throughout this entire video. First, I'm going to talk about my thoughts about Destiny 2 and where I'm at with the game. Then we're going to watch the Renegades trailer, or Vidoc, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to check that out. Because, to be honest, Destiny 2 for me right now is kind of in a weird spot. Because I finished the Edge of Fate campaign, and then dove on into the post-game content, kind of. I didn't do the raid or anything. And then after I got everything on what Neo Moon had done, I was kind of at a loss of what to do. Because one thing that has, I think, pissed me off since this expansion launched is that you can't craft weapons anymore. And that is probably my biggest bummer with the expansion dropping, is they've completely cut out the way for people to earn weapons through gameplay, like with a permanent unlock where you can pick all your perks, you can craft all your weapons. And just real quick, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about, because I bet a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, which is the fact of weapon crafting is non-existent now. Like, it is gone, dude. It is gone. It is not here anymore, and it's really unfortunate. Because, I mean, you, like, look at this. There's not a single new weapon that has dropped, besides Graviton Spike, which I'm not looking to craft a exotic. But, like, you can't craft any legendary weapons. There's just nothing new to craft. And that's what's made me mad about this entire expansion dropping, is I have nothing to chase in the game anymore. Like, here's the thing, man. I do want new weapons. I want crafted new weapons. Right? Every weapon I have in my inventory besides Thunderlord is crafted. I have weapons. I think I have weapons on other characters that are crafted. I'd have to check. I could pull up Destiny Item Manager, but I'm not going to. But point being is there's just nothing for me to chase in this game anymore. And like, I loved, like, I don't know if I love the campaign. I like the story a lot. I thought it was really good, and like the implications for what's next is crazy. But yeah, I just, for me, it's not that I've fallen out of love with Destiny. I have nothing to chase in the game, so why should I bother playing? You know, that's my whole thing, is I love this game a lot, but like, I need things to chase. I did get a bunch of new armor, sure, to kind of match the new perk system or whatever, the new stat system, but like, I'm not gonna go and get the new weapons just because Bungie tells me to. Like, I'm gonna keep my crafted weapons and hold on to them, but I want new weapons to craft. Is that too much to ask? Like, that's the one reason I'm not touching the raid, except maybe to finally learn the final boss, because I'm just gonna get the exotic, because you can't craft any weapons in the raid, which is really stupid, by the way. I hate that. I hate that so much, that you can't craft any of the new weapons, because I think if you even go to, like, all of the weapons, like, just looking at all of them, I don't know which ones are, I think this one might be from the, no, that's Trials. Where's the raid one? Is this it? I don't know. Oh, Incendiary, maybe? I think this is it. Yeah, this is from the raid. You can't craft this, I don't think. I'm almost positive you can't craft it. But that's kind of my point with this, is like, you can't craft any of the raid weapons at all. So I have no reason to touch the raid besides for the exotic weapon, which I'm just gonna get a final CP for and do that and go from there. But beyond that, I mean, like, there's nothing else to do, man, and that's crazy to me. That this new expansion launches, and I have nothing to go and do. So, like, right now, Destiny 2 for me is just, like, I can sit and look at the game. I don't want to do any of the activities from Portal that they've introduced. I don't want to touch the raid. I played the campaign, and that's it. Like, I hope that's not what Destiny 2 is for me, because when Final Shape launched, I did everything that game had to offer. Like, everything that expansion had to offer, I did. I crafted every weapon, did every activity. I did everything in that whole expansion. Even when the episodes came out, because the episodes, you could craft weapons from those episodes. So I did all of that. I don't remember if I crafted anything from the last episode. I actually don't remember if I did or not. I might not have. Or maybe they didn't have anything to craft. I don't remember. But no, I mean, all of those, maybe it was only Echoes you could craft weapons, but like the point being is like there was something to chase when you could craft weapons, and it made you want to do these activities more. And like, I hope Bungie brings back weapon crafting, because I mean, God forbid you throw something away that players actually like to do. Because I liked weapon crafting. I liked being able to go and find a weapon that I personally liked, crafting it, putting perks I want on it, and then either keep the weapon or toss it if I don't like it in the future. But it's such a weird, what a weird time we live in, where, like, you know, Destiny 2's 11 years old, or Destiny's 11 years old or something like that. And for some reason, I have nothing to do in this game for me personally. Like, even the new Ash and Iron stuff, the reason why I'm not touching the activity is strictly because of how they're handling the story. It has nothing to do with the Fallen. There's no Siva involved. And yet we're going back to the Plaguelands. It doesn't make a lick of sense story-wise. It's very confusing, and and again, the same thing goes for like the whole like, there's the weapons. I can't craft this. It just automatically comes with perks that I don't care about. Like, I don't know, let me craft it if I want that rocket launcher, you know? But I don't even think I want any of the weapons in here to begin with. So, like, I don't know if I'm going to touch the content for Ash and Iron. I have no idea. No clue in the slightest. Maybe I will if there's nothing else to do in other games I'm playing, but, like, that is currently my thoughts with Destiny 2. That's where I sit with this game. Currently, I have no drive to play the content currently in the game. I have no drive to do anything Portal-wise. Like, in this Portal thing, I don't care about it. I don't. Like, I think there was one thing that I was trying to get, like, for a craftable item, but even then, I don't know if I can get it. It's from a certain exotic mission. And again, I don't know if I'm even if I can even get the crafting recipe. That's another thing. But dude, I could care less about anything going on here. I did the story, did some of the post game content for Edge of Fate, and that was it. Like, genuinely, I think I'm hoping with Renegades, Destiny 2 has this comeback where people feel like they want to play again. But if it's just going to be the same system, I'm going to do the campaign, do some of the post-game content, and then dip. Which really sucks. I kind of hate that. But, I mean, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and look at the Vidoc for Renegades. Because I actually want to see what this is going to be like, because this is supposed to be the Star Wars expansion, and I thought, you know what? We're talking about Destiny 2 already. Let's watch this thing. Let's actually just take a little freaking tour. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Beautiful. Let's take a look at and hold on, let me adjust audio real quick. let's take a look at Destiny Renegades. Because, God, I hope it's good. Oh, hold on. 1 second. Almost forgot. You guys got to hear it, right? That's important. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry, is this in... I keep pausing it and unpausing. Is this in 1080p? Oh, it can go higher. I'm just going to do it in 1080. All right, let's go.
Seeing how stunningly
Floor lady.
it felt was electric.
I just jumped into that walker
Okay,
and
that's crazy. I'm sorry. Can we run that back?
Stunningly Star Wars it felt was electric.
Bro,
just jumped into that.
you can... I need to see that you can deflect the shots.
Stunningly Star Wars it felt was electric.
So wait, are the Cabal like stormtroopers and we're holding a lightsaber?
I just jumped into
That's
that walker and I
crazy.
just annihilated the encounter.
Squeezing that trigger and
What
feeling
the-
that blaster just go.
How does Destiny go from like I'm here sitting like there's nothing to chase, and then this game's like the devs are like, oh look, Star Wars. That's wild. That looked like Hoth for a second. Is that Hoth? So see, that looked like, I mean, that looks like Mars, but I don't know what destination that is. This looks like Savathun's throne world, and then we go to Hoth. What are we doing with this expansion?
Counter.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off. It was like a whole new world opened up for me.
Okay, here's the problem with these weapons. Can I craft them, Bungie? Because if I can't, God forbid, we have crafting in this game, dude. This is what's gonna make me mad. Because I want these Star Wars themed weapons, but I want to fucking craft them, bro. I don't care about the new weapon system. I don't care about the weapon tiers. I think it's dumb. Let me craft the weapons, or so help me God. I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's continue.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's like that. Okay.
The Lawless Frontier. Oh my God.
We begin in the shadow of a prophecy
Oh my
that says our
God.
end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the rise of
Wait.
powerful new enemies.
Is that Drifter? Wait.
Caught up with him and disrupt
They put Drifter in Carbonite? No, dude. Oh my God.
the rise of powerful new enemies.
The Cabal or
In special collaboration
Stormtroopers?
with Lucasfilm Games, we took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story.
Oh my
Renegades
God.
redefines what an expansion can be. It brings the grit, guns, and glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
Finding hope in shadow.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope. Those little places in that Venn diagram were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look
Whoa.
at Destiny, you can kind of see that
Is that a
parallel that
Sarlacc
exists.
pit? Oh my God. That's a taken Sarlacc pit. That's crazy. Bro, this is basically Tatooine. What? Sorry, I meant Tatooine, but this is crazy. But if these weapons aren't craftable, I'm not touching them. That's my issue with Destiny right now. It's like, you want me to keep a weapon? Fine. Let me customize the perks the way I want to. Let me craft it. I don't like that I'm pre-getting a weapon with predetermined perks. I hate that. Oh
at
man.
Star Wars and you look at Destiny, you can kind of see that parallel that exists. So for instance, our Dredgen,
X-Wing.
they're
That's in game right now.
Pretty Sithy.
yeah, and then you've got the Barrett Imperium, and they are very, very Empire-like.
Yes.
They have a huge appetite for expansion.
Whoa, that's crazy concept art. Holy.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world, while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really big pass forward into the
Right.
future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind the Nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
Not running from this one.
Drifter is convinced that there's a connection between the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Barrett Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
Oh, so like Drifter kind of goes rogue and goes to take on these guys. Yeah, literally stormtroopers. That's crazy.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom, and at the top, there's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with
Whoa. Yeah, okay. First Order. I see you.
all these crooked criminal syndicates in between, earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
There's a weapon that the Barrett Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones to
Star?
destroy it. And we're not
Kind
going to be
of?
able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the lawless frontier, and one job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
Wow.
The Lawless Frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities.
Oh my god.
You're gonna choose the job, you're gonna choose which renegade abilities you're gonna take into those jobs, and then you're gonna drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as
Bro.
you can, and then get out. Or die trying.
Oh yeah.
To do that, you're going to go to the Lost Frontier holo map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of Hoth
Da-
in Europa, right?
So Dagobah, Hoth.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits, and you don't want to fall into them, you'll die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration from some
Oh,
of these iconic places
okay.
in Star Wars.
That's cool.
Let's say
Oh,
we
the
go to
barge!
Mars, and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job for the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either matchmake with people online.
That's
you can crew
cool.
With you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are gonna be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day. So there's a lot of variety and richness within these activities, as we want them to be highly replayable. Along the way, we're gonna throw a bunch of curveballs. You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you've got left. Call your ship
Huh.
in. All hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship flies in. You hop aboard, and you've got to exfil.
Over the
That's
course
so
of the
sick.
campaign
That
and deep into the post-game of
cutscene
Renegades,
out,
you're
that's
going to be
cool.
unlocking and earning a bunch of different Renegade abilities.
We've got things like airstrikes, Cabal drop pods, vehicles like the Cabal walkers, interceptors, swoop bikes, turrets. We've got 9 abilities, 7 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff that you can bring in and just change how things play.
Huh.
It's like a tech tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options across support, defensive,
cool.
and offensive abilities. So the player's going to have a lot to play with here.
The Lawless Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. Shady
See,
backroom deal.
Everything looks, that's creepy. Everything looks cool here, but like again, my whole not my argument, but like my whole thing right now is why can't Like, why can't I really want to be able to craft this stuff, because if I can't craft Star Wars weapons, I'm gonna freak out. I will freak out, because I'm not just gonna have that weapon sitting in my inventory. Like, I'm probably never gonna use it if I can't craft it, you know?
Working for these powerful syndicates and against them at different times.
Oh, these are
And all of
okay.
this
These are like
takes
cartels
place
in Star Wars.
At the heart of the criminal underworld and Tharsis Outpost.
Tharsis Outpost. Okay.
The
I
Vanguard
like the
have been
servitor.
preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld.
When did we bend to Tharsis?
Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost. If you have an unsavory job
Wait, was
that
this
you
like a
need done,
Crucible
you
map?
can find it at Tharsis Outpost.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both the
What is Tharsis Junction? Hold on, let me look this up. Tharsis Junction? The location of the Meridian Bay, Mars. Oh. I probably don't remember it from Destiny 1, but that's cool. I'll probably recognize it when we get into it, but
Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating around to one Elixni with all 4 of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration and we found the Destiny spin on it.
oh, that's cool.
Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of like
Pikers,
an anarchist
okay.
biker gang.
Yeah.
Unlike other Elixni, they're
Kinda like
atheists.
the
They don't
Pikes
worship
in
machines.
Star Wars.
They follow relics. We've also got the Totality Division, a subsect of the Barrent Imperium. They're run by Scions. And
That's cool.
Their enforcer, Rao, is going to be the leader of this group. And we've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
They're starting to do crime. They're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes are what all individuals do. We need to have new people to fight and new people to root for. And this was our opportunity.
Wow.
But the heart of the Renegade fantasy is not just surviving the lawless frontier. It's garnering influence and building your power so that you can bend it to your will.
In the end game, we get the best weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics. You're going to need to work with the syndicates to increase your notoriety by completing jobs successfully alone or with a crew, and then doing so you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs, and at the same time you're going to have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon.
Oh, new dungeon. In Savathun's Throne World.
And you'll also unlock Invasion.
That's right, Invasion is back. But this doesn't work like Gambit. It's opt-in, the invader has some initiative when Invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You scan the battlefield and you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot? And what's the right tool for me to do it? Do I use an airstrike or a vehicle? Do I use a Cabal Walker?
Huh, okay.
Just watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
Wait, is Gambit getting a huge update? Is that what that was?
Renegades marks the Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld. A world of shadows and syndicates, where your light and your choices will cut a path forward. You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the most ruthless syndicates in the system.
Huh. Cool. That's sick. Do you get to choose the color? I really hope you get the customized lightsaber, dude. That would be so sick.
Even in the darkest corners of this world, there's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power and purpose. Because there's more at play than credits and contracts. Forces are on the move, ones that see you not just as a player, but as a piece on the board. To change the future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
Whoa.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
Oh man, I think the story is going to be great for this expansion. However, again, I am hoping that I'm hoping you get to craft the weapons that are in it. That is my hope. I mean, we'll see how this expansion is. Again, maybe I'll give you guys my thoughts on Destiny 2 after I have played through this expansion and done everything I can that I want to do, and I'll be like, okay, here's where I am with Destiny 2, whether it's the same or different. I just want to give you guys my thoughts on the game, because I feel like I've been playing Destiny for over 1,000, or I think 2,000 hours now. I actually don't remember. Let me check. just out of curiosity, what are we at? Yeah, I've been playing Destiny for like 2,000, 3,000 hours over 11 years. I mean, I think I gotta say for like how I feel about the game, and I'd like to give my opinion on that. But anywho, thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. I will see you guys in the next video, and yeah, goodbye.